All right, welcome, folks. All you guys that are watching, my name is Matt Long. I'm one of the co-founders here at Bulletproof Real Estate Agent. This is my buddy Chad. Who do you do anything here?
I try and stay like Oz behind
Okay,
the scenes.
you're also a co-founder.
Everybody just hears the Friday calls with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the way we got it set, it looks like I'm sitting on a phone book and you're down on the child seat.
It's
here.
pretty sad, but we'll do our best.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3", but it looks like I'm 5'10".
Well, I'm obviously 6'4".
Yeah.
So we have with us Matt Witte. Matt, actually, you know what? Let me plug Bulletproof Real Estate Agent real quick. What we do is we help realtors get calls from home sellers, right, on Google, Alexa, Siri, Bing, Yahoo, and we help them do this organically without ads. Matt, of course, is one of our star students, right? I mean, he's one of our customers. He's been here for
6 months.
6 months. Okay. Well, why don't you ask him some questions, like, so we can find out about Matt instead of just us talking.
All right, no problem. Well, Matt, first off, we appreciate you having us on. Glad to have you here. Super happy you're having a lot of success with the program. If you would, please tell everybody about yourself, where you're from, where you're at now, how's the market, anything you want to share with us.
Yeah, Matt Witte, William Ravis Real Estate. I run the Matt Witte team in Andover, Massachusetts, and we service buyers and sellers north of Boston. And I think it's very cool that we're all wearing blue shirts today. That was not planned because I do not work for your company, as you know that. I work for the great William Ravis Real Estate. So so about 6 months ago, I jumped in, and like most realtors, very skeptical about, how we spend our money and, what's the new silver bullet of the year. And this has been one of the best ROIs I've had in my 12 years of real estate.
Wow. We love to hear that. How's your current market up there where you're at right now?
It's a little bit of a transition, but we're still seeing that if we price homes aggressively, the sellers are still getting multiple offers, but the pricing from just a few months ago isn't the reality. So we have to be a little bit more cautious of that.
So you feel like you have a competitive advantage over every other real estate agent in the market because you are using Bulletproof?
I do, because I get calls from Google. So people that are Googling information, looking for top realtors, best realtors, this and that. And I have a listing appointment tomorrow in a town that's a couple towns over. And I asked them, how did you get my information? They said, I Googled. So.
Yeah, that's great. I think it's always a good follow-up question to find out how, people found you. And it's always a great reward to know that something that you've invested in is starting to pay off. So what would you say was the biggest obstacle prior to starting to work with Bulletproof?
Well, it's still an obstacle, is making hundreds and thousands of phone calls, digging through cold leads, without naming any specific, lead sources. We all use the same lead sources, and we're digging and digging and digging. And it's nice that yesterday I got a phone call for someone that says, I want to have a listing appointment on Saturday. And, I don't get a call every day, but I get enough calls that the overall tally is sizable.
And listings, those are like gold, right?
100%. And I had one where I listed, around 700,000, went a couple 100,000 over, and then they purchased a $1.5 million house. And That was all from Bulletproof. They Googled me, called me, and then we completed the full transaction.
A $1.5 million house, that's probably a little bit bigger than it looks like the room that Chad and I are sitting in right now.
Well, it is Massachusetts, so you'd be surprised when you get from me. So.
Bigger than a phone booth.
Yeah.
All right. So can I ask you, why did you choose to work with Bulletproof when you were evaluating all the other programs out there, or just trying to do it yourself? Why did you elect to go with Bulletproof?
I actually spoke to another agent that's in Massachusetts that had mentioned that it was a program that he had been working with, and he's a top real estate agent at a completely different location. And I figured, I'd get the free consult, see if it made sense, looked at my budget, and I thought that this is idiot proof. There's no long contracts. I really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, great. So you've had quite a bit of success. What do you think is the key aspect that makes it so effective?
Well, I think you do have to do a little bit of work. So you do have to put, a little bit of time in setting up, methods that will build your SEO. And the homework that is given is very manageable, but it makes it very real that you're investing your time into your business and you're seeing results. So it's not just cut a check to Bulletproof, and then everything is fixed. It's not the reality. So they're teaching me things that I really had no idea in terms of how to build a real internet presence.
Yeah, great. And the work he's talking about is we do ask our clients to fill out a form, basically letting us know, what area they're trying to dominate. We do want photos of homes in your area, and then we ask our guys to get reviews. I mean, that's pretty much the key here. Chad, what you got another question?
Well, as far as the reviews, like the red review button that we made for everyone, and we're trying at this point, we're moving forward to where, even though we've made it so simple as just clicking that one button, we're also trying to bring that back in-house so we can help everybody get reviews. What is your take on getting reviews? Is that process, even though you understand how important it is and we've made it so simple for you to go get, is the time saved valuable to you as far as clicking the button, or would you prefer us to bring it in-house and just try and manage and do as much possible?
I think it's important the agent reaches out, and whether it's clicking a button or not. I think getting the encouragement from your team to consistently get reviews, because we know as agents we're supposed to get them. But I've doubled my reviews in 6 months because I've made it a priority that it's something that has to happen. It's super important, and the Google SEO and all that seems to reward that. So I've seen a lot of benefits. I'm over 60 now. I think I was half that before.
Yeah. Wow. So I've got a question for Chad. What are you talking about, the red review button? Where is that?
So it's inside your back office. It's very simple. So when you click it, we've made it so simple so Matt doesn't have to be annoying.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't have to sit there and just continue to follow up. You
I am
click
annoying.
it. Yeah, you are pretty annoying, but you can actually send the link. It will email it to anybody who you upload inside the back office. And then we send them follow-up emails, just continuously pecking on them until finally somebody like myself that goes, okay, I didn't have any time to do this, but if I'm going to keep getting emails, let me go ahead and help Matt out. But it's also important. Sorry, it's also very important if Matt can call and let them know these links, please do me a favor. This link is coming. I would appreciate the review. And maybe they don't mean to not help Matt out on the first try or the second try, but Matt doesn't have to keep bothering them or pestering them. That's our job. That's what we do.
Right. And it can be links to multiple sites, right, Matt? Where do you get reviews? Do you get reviews besides Google?
I do. I've been focusing on Google, Zillow, Realtor.com, and Yelp. Seems to be the 4 that I've spent the most time on.
A lot of people forget that Yelp is even out there other than anything other than food. Right. And Bing. I mean, Bing is super important. People don't understand the value of all these other platforms.
Right. So what do you think has been this? We've talked kind of in generalities. What's been the specific outcome of you implementing Bulletproof into your business?
What's been the specific outcome?
Yeah. Like give me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want numbers?
If you got numbers, sure.
I have numbers. I came prepared.
Yeah.
So GCI is 117,500.
Wow.
And I know New England's, we have some big price tags out here, and I get that. So it might be different in different parts of the country, but any which way you look at it, the ROI is well into the positive. It's not close.
Wow. Yeah. Awesome. At what, $199 a month? That's a pretty good ROI right there.
Right. Exactly.
Can you tell us your thoughts on the affiliate program? How's that working out for you personally?
Yeah, so I'm not paying anymore for the Bulletproof because I have, I don't know, 6 or 7 realtors that are in different parts of the country that are using this program. So
got it. So you've referred them to the service, they've signed up, and now you're getting paid for that, correct?
Exactly. 100%.
Was it hard for you to refer the service? It's probably not, seeing how you believe in the service, you believe in the software. You can actually spit out the numbers easier than we can because we don't dig in your back office. We don't know your numbers. But as a personal touch for you, it's not like you're testing it out, like it's a proven service.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I spoke to 3 former real estate coaches that are in different parts of the country. So we already had a relationship in a sense, a professional relationship. So that was pretty easy. I got a referral from a friend that said, I have someone that's starting out in real estate in California, and they work for Compass, and maybe you should talk to them. She ended up signing up. And then a Remax agent from New Hampshire that's about 30 miles north of here, I spoke to on the phone, and same thing, he was able to sign up. So things are looking really good. I almost forget about the referral program, but it does. It just basically comes direct deposit into PayPal, and And right now I'm in the green, with the program.
Yeah. And, just to reiterate, the thing that we do is we help people get on the map organically on Google. When people search realtor near me, you want to pop up in that map, and Matt is popping up in that map. And he even has some referrals that are already popping up in that map too, because of Bulletproof.
Right. 100%. So like you said, $199 a month, you can't beat it. I mean, you're looking at $1,200 a year. You need one transaction.
Agree. One transaction is
That's
perfect.
And that,
as
bare,
far as
bare minimum, we're not shooting for one.
yeah, you're not shooting for one.
No, I'm not shooting for one.
That's what we talk about the minimums, because if it just is one, like if people don't go get the reviews, if they don't really do much of anything on their own, but they simply go get the bare minimum, which is one, the program is still paying for itself time and time again.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good to know that because we sell houses, that's what we do. That's what we're good at. We are not marketing and SEO experts. We're not, we put a house up on a video and this and that, but you guys teach a lot. Like, this is what you need to do. Like you mentioned before, we need all these photos. We need you to fill out this form, and you give us the steps to kind of move in that direction.
I think people, when they go to Google and when they actually search for something, whether it's a dry cleaner, whether it's some kind of restaurant, I think we're so conditioned at this point to just scroll down past all the ads at the top to where people spend a lot of money on ads where they could use for a software like this. They just forget that they're conditioned to already do that, and they scroll right down and they go to maps. And I go to the top 1, 2, or 3. Like, that's where I go. Even before the software was created, that's why we understand how important that is because that's what we do. And I go, well, if I do it, let's ask everybody else, is that how they do it? And basically after speaking to everyone, that's how this thing came about. It's everybody's conditioned now. Quit clicking on the ads unless you want to just ding your competition and click on their stuff to help charge their ads so they go away.
That makes a lot of sense, though, because people can relate to that even if they're not in the market. That if you need a plumber or a restaurant, this, that, we all do the same thing. We go right past the ads.
Yeah, I go past the ads because I want to do business with someone that lives near me because they probably think like me, and we'll get along, and there'll be minimal confusion with interactions. And so I think just like you guys are saying, that's a conditioned response at this point. And yeah, I don't know why it's any different with realtors.
No. So if you can leave all real estate agents with one thing, if they're thinking about implementing this strategy, what would it be?
I'd say give it a shot and think about all the different lead sources we spend money on and hoping that they will work right away. But when you're fishing through 300, 400, 500 leads, it's very, very tedious, and you need to diversify. You need a little bit of everything. And I certainly use online leads, but I also need something like this where that call will come in here every few weeks. I go on the listing appointment and things work out. You need that internet presence. Everybody's on the internet. Nobody's fishing through newspapers for realtors anymore.
Yeah. If you're not there, it's almost like you don't exist.
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Matt. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thanks.
Welcome. Yeah. Anytime, guys. Have a great day.
All right. Have a blessed day, sir. Thank you.